The fourth night, the following night, Dinarzade said to her sister, "Please, sister, if sleep does not overcome you, tell us one of your pleasant stories." The king added, "Let it be the end of the merchant's story, for I would like to hear it." "With pleasure," Scheherazade replied, "and I sailed for a month on the salty sea until we reached a coastal city. We entered the city and sold our goods and bought other goods to take with us to the ship." Dinarzade said to her sister, "What a strange and interesting story." Scheherazade replied, "Tomorrow night, I will tell you the story of the fisherman, which is an even more exciting story. Upon arriving at the seashore, I met a woman in ragged clothes who kissed my hand and said, 'Sir, do me a favor, and I believe I can repay you for it.' I replied, 'I will do you a favor without recompense.' She said, 'Sir, marry me and take me with you on this ship.' It has come to my attention, O happy king, that the old man continued his story to the genie. My two brothers, I took pity on her, and God guided me to agree. So I gave her a beautiful dress, and we got married. Then I took her to the ship, and we set sail again. I loved her very much. Meanwhile, my two brothers were jealous of me and planned to kill me. One night, they waited until I was asleep next to my wife, then they carried us and threw us into the sea. When we awoke, my wife turned into a ghost and carried me across the sea until she reached an island. In the morning, she said to me, 'My husband, I rewarded you by saving you from drowning. When I saw you on the seashore, I fell in love with you and came to you in disguise, and you accepted my love. But now I must kill your two brothers.' When I heard what she said, I was amazed and thanked her for saving my life. I told her everything that had happened to us since our father's death, from beginning to end. When she heard my story, she became furious and said, 'I will sink their ship. I will now praise your two brothers.' I said to her, 'For God's sake, don't do that. After all, they are my brothers.' Finally, I was able to calm her down, and she flew with me and brought me down to the roof of my house. I went downstairs, dug up the earth to retrieve the money I had buried, then went out to greet the people in the market and reopened my shop. When I returned home that evening, I found these two dogs tied up. As soon as I saw them, they came crying to me and began rubbing themselves against me. Suddenly, I heard my wife say, 'Sir, these are your two brothers. They will remain like this for 10 years, and they will not be my men again until after that time has passed.' Then she told me where I could find them, and I left. The 10 years passed, and I was on my way with my two brothers when I met this man here. When I asked him about his story, he told me that you would kill him, and I promised not to let him go until I knew what would happen between you. This is my story. Isn't it amazing?" The genie replied, "By God, it is a strange and amazing story, just as you promised. I have won, and I will set the man free." Then the genie released the man and left. The merchant thanked the old man, who in turn congratulated him on regaining his freedom. The man returned to his home and family, and lived with them for many years until the day of his death. At that moment, Scheherazade realized it was morning and stopped speaking.